Welcome to the Oddbox Podcast. My name's Kyle. I play the Violet Wagon. Thank you so much for coming to the show and being part of everything. We really appreciate you being here. If you could like, comment, subscribe, and share, it really helps out the show a ton. And I hope you enjoy what you hear. Thank you.
Oddbox Podcast, the season 1 finale. Can't believe we did this many of these stupid little things. How you guys feeling about it?
I don't think I've ever felt... No, honestly,
I'm
having a tremendous amount of existential despair that it's going to be successful or not successful or whatever, you know.
It is successful. That's how we've made it this far.
Well, yeah, you know.
I'm just here to have fun, so I'm excited.
I'm thinking that
all
now,
of our 7 listeners that have stuck with us so far.
Yeah.
Now that you've said season 1 finale, it's actually going to go into the next episode.
Well,
like, we're not going to hit the
It
finale.
doesn't matter if
this
it's
episode.
10 hours long. It's still one
yeah,
episode.
we can do several parters.
Yeah.
Sorry you weren't at the production meeting.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You should have been
Yeah,
there.
we can do whatever we
I
want.
sleep through those things anyway, so
We didn't invite him this time.
The chairman.
you just got tired of me snoring through them.
What is something that you could say in bed to your lover, but also at the Comedy Central roast to someone at the table? I will go first. At the Comedy Central roast of me, damn, have you always been this thick?
I'm gonna go with. Just relax.
We're roasting ourselves?
Whoever. You can choose someone else at the table.
Okay.
You can roast me. It's pretty easy.
It is.
Yeah,
I'm
there's-
goofy. I can't read good. My feet are too big. Like there's a laundry list, you know?
there's a couple. There's like the shh, just let it happen. Or there's, oh, I'm sorry, did I wake you?
They just are getting worse now. None of these feel good. You guys,
I don't
Who
know.
are you roasting at the table with those?
for the listeners, consent is important. All right, be sure that you and your partner are on the same page.
Screw consent. You should be going for enthusiastic participation.
That's a true statement. True statement.
I mean, that's part of the challenge is to not wait.
We need a new prompt. We're gonna have to scrap this one.
I can't do would you rathers anymore because you just ask questions.
But they're fun still. It's important too to get the right answer to a would you rather. It might happen in real life.
Why is there so much hair?
You had time to prepare for this. Maybe take a shower next time.
Yes, you had time to prepare for this.
You had time to prepare for this.
That's the best one.
That is definitely going to be the title of the episode. Season 1 finale, part 1, you had time to prepare for this. Speaking of which, you guys feel ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's
No.
take it to the recap. You guys make it to the lumber camp where faceless bandits have abducted your people. One of these faceless bandits you befriend? Kato?
I wouldn't call him a friend.
Not
We
outright
tied him up
murdered.
and kind of like drug him along with us. Is that what you do to friends?
Or are you talking about the chief?
You let him live. No, Kato.
Okay,
okay.
yeah, the first one.
Well, I'm bad with names.
We tolerated him.
I liked him. I thought he was pretty cool.
He explains the deal. There's these 2 factions at the lumber camp. You got the Prayers and then these other guys that have yet to be named. Mugiru and Zudu. And Zudu's the one who you guys discover is responsible for taking Midge.
What a hoe. Not Midge.
We hate that bitch.
You strike a deal with Mugiru. You're going to take care of Zudu's faction. And he's not going to let the rest of the Nopperbo bother Willow Shore. He tells you that there's more villagers in other parts of the camp, and so you pull Gardas and Osu along with you, where you find Ming Sung Kum, who You heal and you escort him out of the gate, out of the town, out of the lumber camp. You're in a very big hurry to make it up to the ritual site. In the rain and the fog in this early afternoon, the forest trail suddenly reaches a clearing in the woods where a few fallen trees and stumps testify to woodcutting pursuits abandoned years ago. Beyond a fallen tree, the clearing's northwest side is obscured by a seething wall of mist that reaches 50 feet into the sky. Now and then what appears to be silently screaming ghosts thrash and writhe through the mist, as if tormented souls were trapped within the fog. A 3-tiered stone stands near this wall, while a bit further to the east of this platform is a domed cage. It is here where you find Midge, bound, restrained, on top of the altar. With a lot of stealth and a lot of furry fury. I was just going to go with fury, but
That's a
furry
hard one to
also came
say.
out. Yeah, so not even a log barely gets in your way.
Is that your would you rather answer?
Furry Fury.
And the log getting in your way?
Furry fury is always going to be my answer. Midge is taken from the altar, and Gardas is able to slay Zudu. But that's when things really kick off. The world rumbles. Though it's happened to you guys before, it's impossible to acclimate to. Even if, like, you lived in Cali or something. The wall of this writhing ghost freezes and then surges forward as this ungodly aberration just lunges from the far side. As it is denied by this ethereal barrier, the zealots begin to convulse and rise off the ground. They shed their skin, and these horrendous, misfigured monsters with twisted, mangled limbs and nothing more than caged butterflies as a head, they begin to lash out at you. What's the hero point situation?
0.
It's not good.
0.
0.
1.
Oh, no. What happened?
Boss fight.
It's just now starting.
I think you just haven't been paying up.
Tony, I
Like
feel
you,
like
you owe us a bunch of hero points, but
Do-
you're just way behind on your bills.
I have a
Can you
question.
can you submit that in writing? I'd like to see receipts.
I have a question. Did we get a hero point for defeating Zudu?
Ooh.
As far as I can tell, you haven't really defeated anything yet.
Didn't you just say
You
that?
mean
Gardas killed her?
Meguru.
No,
No, this is Zudu.
This is
Okay.
Zudu. Meguru was the chieftain of the camp.
Okay, I'm sorry, I heard that wrong.
Fine. Gardas, hero point.
Yay!
Yay.
You owe me.
Thank you. I do. This is going to save my life now.
So
Tony,
we,
I feel like you should get a hero point for that lovely intro.
thank
I feel
you.
like that was the best one yet.
I'm gonna spend it to kill you.
Thank you.
We left in the middle of combat last time. The beginning of round 5. Gardas spent 1 turn. He has the rest. It's the beginning of round 5. He has 2 more actions left. I'm going to bring you guys back to the map where I was able to add weather effects and failed to turn down my computer. These monsters are in front of you. Violet, you're on deck. Give us some battle tunes.
Ooh, don't mind if I do.
Osu is still currently invisible, but probably identifiable by the floating woman above him.
Is Midge unconscious?
She is conscious right now. She looks to be slightly damaged, but I put some conditions on her. We have fatigue, and no one's unbound her yet, so she is still restrained. And I thought it would be fun to give her some frightened value.
Yeah. A little bit of strategizing. Osu, we need you in the fight. I think
Oh, yeah.
if you can like cut her bonds and just have her hide under the log back there.
Yeah, that's definitely where I was going with that.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, other than that, I think one of the funny parts about this is that Zudu had stolen my face that turn. So as Gardas killed her, he was blind, completely blind, couldn't see. So like all of this shit happened and he didn't see any of it. So he's just
Which somehow poetically seems just like Gardas, like
Yeah,
of
right.
all the times to not be able to see.
Uh-huh.
Like, he's never going to believe it was as bad as it was.
Yeah, like I obviously felt the earthquake and everything, but yeah, I don't know what's going on. And really, I guess there's a caged, weird arm thing in front of me. The people with what the hell is wrong with their arms? Anyway, so I swung, I killed Zudu. I think Gardas just doesn't even know that he killed her. And, like, after the earthquake, he's just going to continue just swinging right in front of himself. First of all, does anybody need healing?
Amazing. Osu's looking pretty rough.
I'm
Really?
down about a quarter.
No one knows that Osu's looking rough.
Yeah. Nobody can see that.
Yeah.
I'm down a little bit.
Maybe
But-
you can hear it in his breath.
I wouldn't worry about me
Okay.
unless I'm dying or close to dying.
You can't see anyways.
Then,
That's true.
yeah.
I think you would know that I'm right behind you because I'm playing my Urhu
Yeah.
and I cast protection on you. So,
Yeah.
Violet's probably making a lot of noise too.
I feel like, yeah, I should probably do touch heal on Violet then. And that's 2d10.
Also, never mind.
Okay. Never mind, it is. So 2 and an 8 is 10.
Okay.
So 10 hit points back, and then I'll just take the map and swing at the thing in front of me. So still blind. This is the flat check. It's a 9. The flat check is 5, right?
I think it's 11.
I think it's 10.
You're blinded?
Correct.
Yes.
I thought for blind it was 5, but it could, 10 or
Dazzled
11, I'm
is
not
5.
sure.
Yeah.
I think 5 is what we went with last time.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But again,
So,
double
but yeah,
check,
there's
'cause I'm not
two
sure.
conditions though, right? There's if they're hidden or if they're concealed or whatever. And so one of them is a 5 and one of them is 11. I think dazzled is 5. And I
So
think
yeah,
blinded is
everything's
11.
hidden to you. DC 11 flat check.
Yeah.
Okay, so that misses then. I missed the flat check, so I'm not even going to make the attack roll. Then that's the end of my turn. So yeah, I'm kind of just swinging my axe in front of me, and then I sort of just like reach out to sort of feel around what's there, and there's Violet, and I touch and I heal him, just like,
Yeah, greatly appreciated. Violet's looking pretty good now.
yeah, cool. So then what about, I'm going to ask about my suffocating. It's 8 rounds, I think, but then since I attacked, it gets -2, so I have 6 rounds left. If my face is still gone. I'm pretty sure.
You know what? Why don't you just give me a save?
I was about to say the same thing. Okay, what kind of save?
All of them all at once, starting with a fortitude.
Oh, okay.
On a crit success, does he get a better face?
We can only hope.
He looks like Violet.
Oh, there's that right there. That's a natural 20.
Woo!
I'm
See,
verifying this.
I told you.
It's
So that's
real.
my fortitude. So that's a 30.
I was joking about
Here's-
the other ones. Please
Oh.
stop.
You've done enough.
Yeah,
You've done
I've
it.
hurt. I've hurt him enough.
So on a regular failure, which is what I believe you have,
Mm-hmm.
your face would come back at the end of your turn anyways. Or you just keep getting new checks. And on a critical success, I have no problems giving it to you back, even if you had critically failed. So,
Yeah.
But now give me a will save to see if it comes back a little better.
I can't use that same nat 20.
Just a little more handsome.
Natural 7, will 17.
No one tell him.
Oh, you look like a man again.
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
Violet, it's your turn.
Oh. Violet bite. And I'm just going to go ham on that guy's butterfly cage. Ooh, natural 19 for 29.
Nice.
Plus
That's a big
1.
one.
Nice.
Oh, we got Courageous Anthem going?
Yeah.
First +1. Hopefully the last time she has to tell me +1 in the
I highly
story.
doubt it.
30.
In the story. Okay. Yeah.
The whole
Okay.
thing. Front to back.
When you remember it on your own is when you get that promised hero point. That's a crit.
Woo!
Better be.
Yeah.
That's going to put us at... I can do math. 26 points of bitey bite damage.
Plus 1.
I got it. That's
Good
the 26.
job.
I'm assuming bitey bite is
Piercing.
piercing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Although I would prefer it if it was bludgeoning. At some point we should homebrew some caps.
He has the teeth of an herbivore.
Yeah. I want like a hyena. I want to bludgeon my enemies.
You gonna shake your mouth now? What's up?
Yep. Grapple. 17 for a 26 to grapple.
Nice.
Against my fortitude?
Fortitude DC.
26?
Yeah.
That's a success.
Sweet. Trip.
This is a. Did you do +1 for that too?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, cool.
Reflex DC 16.
They're not very reflexive. He's prone.
Ooh.
And
grappled,
grappled?
tripped, bit. It worked. Violet has finally done it.
That is the first time that you've done the trio, the Holy Trinity.
So he is grabbed, off guard, immobilized, and prone.
Damn.
Also, while we're on Violet's turn, I want you to remember that you have root magic. So the first time of the day that you attempt a saving throw against a spell or a haunt, you get a +1 circumstance bonus.
Nice.
So,
Is that just for Violet?
just for Violet. Today. Maybe tomorrow you can have it.
Ari.
My turn. Okay. Ari is going to continue with Courageous Anthem, and then I would like to do a Recall Knowledge occultism on these. Or if something else is
What would you like to know?
more applicable. She's really confused about where they came from. Like, how did this happen? We were fighting different creatures. They just kind of like came out of them. How we can get them to go away, whether we're harming them or deterring them.
Yeah, I kind of, out of combat, want to know if they are undead.
Yeah, I usually expect to get the creature type at like the basis.
Yeah, I would expect that too, right, everybody? I
Along with-
completely agree with
I
Courtney.
mean, that
Relevant
makes
weaknesses.
sense to me.
True name. It would be great if we could get their real,
careful.
true name.
Be careful.
We talked about this. It's Steve or Tim.
Everybody from now on. Tim.
You know that using occultism isn't going to get you very far. You know that these are very unique creatures, not like much that you've seen before. I mean, they got butterfly cages for a head. I mean, come on.
That's why I thought occultism would be appropriate.
You know that they are mindless.
Makes
They
sense.
have the brains of a butterfly. Of several butterflies.
Head in the
I
clouds.
appreciate Tony almost didn't get through mindless. He thought it was so funny. And
That's what you get on your check.
It was funny. It was funny.
Okay. And she's like, they have butterflies for brains. And then she will cast shield.
Are butterflies one of the insects that can't poop?
As I forgot,
Good transition.
I forgot to throw this in there, but as you're mauling this creature, Violet, red butterflies come out of the wound and kind of blind you as they flutter past you. Their wings do not feel light, but almost like sharp shrapnel. It doesn't hurt you, but as the butterflies pass your head, they just kind of disappear into wisps of red smoke.
Ooh.
Are these guys just skin sacks filled with butterflies?
That's how I feel sometimes.
It's like
2,000 butterflies in a trench coat.
it's like
Give me your sugar water.
I was just thinking of Oogie Boogie and how he's like constantly
Yeah,
spilling out bugs.
But these are beautiful butterflies.
Do you have any actions left, Ari?
No, I'm done.
Oh, Sue.
Okay, I'm going to start off by,
Throwing Midge.
just yeet her as far as now.
Got her in perfect position for a shoulder throw.
No, I'm gonna set her down behind me, and I'm gonna use the blade side of my Kasuragama, and I'm gonna cut her bonds. Do you want to check for that?
No. I'm gonna say 2 actions.
Okay. And then I'm going to, having set her down and cut her bonds, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to flurry on the butterflies in a trench coat on the ground.
So there's something that I want to start being more aware of, and it mostly affects you, but it's how you use weapons and going from like one hand to two hand. Kyle, do you know anything more about this?
We're playing rules as written.
We're doing our best to, and
Okay.
although we're not thriving in it, I'd like to
Right.
think that we're getting better.
So rules as written, if you remove a hand from a weapon, you have to spend an action to regrip your weapon.
Yeah,
Got
it's change grip.
Yeah.
I looked this up when I was looking at the two-handed weapon and versus one-handed with my axe as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, so if you've already got it drawn like in a free hand, then it's an action to grab it with your other hand. If you had it stowed, I think it's still only one action to draw it.
Well, I'm gonna say he already had it out. It wouldn't be too difficult. He used it to cut her bond, so it's at least in one hand.
Well, we can still say that it wasn't equipped to pull it out, if that would make you feel fine.
An action to draw?
Yeah.
Right, because he was
We
carrying...
can call that my turn.
Because he was carrying Midge. You probably
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
have it held when you were carrying Midge, right?
I mean, I've yeah.
So you would have had a draw.
You could also flurry without your weapon.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
And this guy
But I
should
think-
be off guard.
Well,
You
This
drew
guy has
it.
a lot
yeah,
of
I
problems.
drew it.
You drew it to
yeah,
cut
yeah.
Midge
No,
free.
I would rather draw it and not attack this turn.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll be ready for combat the next turn. So yeah, that should be it then.
All right.
Okay, butterflies don't pee or poop, but when they first come out of the larva thingy, the cocoon, they expel some waste in like a jelly paste thing, and that's the only time they do it. And then for the rest of their lives, they don't.
You should look up how fig wasps procreate.
This is what we were stuck on.
Yeah, thank you
It's
so
a
much, Kyle.
nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fig wasps.
they just breed and then die, so they don't need to have to poop.
So I'm going to roll an unarmed attack or an athletics to try to get out of this grapple.
Ooh, nice. Good luck.
13.
And it's supposed to be against one of my DCs, presumably.
I think it's your fortitude. I'm going to look up escaped.
So yeah, that would be a miss. He's still grappled.
If it's a critical fail, though, you can't try again until you're...
Ooh.
So you attempt to escape from being grabbed against the DC of the effect. So your athletics DC, I believe.
Oh, okay.
This is typically, if I read the
miss.
next line, this is typically the athletics DC
Yeah,
of
yeah.
a creature grabbing
It's
you.
a miss.
What's
Fail.
your- wait,
He
what's your
fails to
athletics?
escape. 10.
So it would be 10 plus 10.
It's 20.
Oh, 20. Yeah, okay.
He rolled
yeah.
a 13.
Right.
Proud of you, Jeff.
Thanks.
We got there.
Thanks, Dad.
It was hard. It's hard to absorb new knowledge about the bathroom habits of butterflies and do math at the same time.
I guess it's going to try and attack you back from the ground.
It can try.
It's going to spit butterflies.
And I have the map for trying to escape.
You do. Yeah, escape is an attack trait.
God. Well, it's a 13 again.
That's also a miss
Oh no.
because
Okay.
I'm wearing my armor. If I wasn't wearing my armor, it'd still be a miss.
Yeah, 13 is just a shitty roll.
The one to the north is going to move 10 squares to the east and swing at Ari with this long, gross, disjointed arm.
10 squares, you mean 10 feet?
10 squares. That's a really long arm.
It's a long arm.
So fast. 28 to hit.
Oh.
That's a crit, even with the shield. But she will do shield block.
Good plan.
Oh, I never get to roll these dice. That's fun. That will be 22 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, and then I take 5 off of that from my shield block. Now, you should be concerned about Ari.
Yeah. I am.
And so with improved push, it's not an action, but I believe I still have to roll. This is against your fortitude DC. 29.
Crit.
You get sent flying 10 feet backwards, almost into the log.
Ah!
The big long arms swinging at you and just knocking you right on your butt. Roll all the way over, back up on your feet again.
I picture she does like a full scorpion.
So, Kyle, I need you to tell me, if you're grappling someone, do you also have the grab condition?
Nope.
Do you have any conditions?
Well,
cool.
no, I have a speed loss right now, but not because of grappling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you don't take any penalties for grappling a creature.
No.
Like you're not prone, even though you're grappling him and he's prone.
You can put a foot on top of him.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
Here's an attack on Violet Wagon from the creature to the south. Only rolling rocks against Courtney today. That'll be a 16.
It's a miss. He doesn't want to hit his butterfly buddy.
And then we're going to go to round 6.
Did that knock me prone?
I think it just moved you back.
Yeah, it just said shove. I think knockdown is its own separate action. So
The Spider-Man slide.
So he shoves her and her feet are like digging into the mud. And it's like up to her knees now. That like slid across. There's like streaks in the mud now.
You only sank like 6 inches.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, I'm almost up to my knees. 2 inches of mud.
Yeah, there's grab, knockdown, and push. And you got pushed. It is
pushed.
Gardas' turn.
All right. Ari, no! And it just naturally, like, I'm not even thinking about it, but I reach back for you, and my heel, like, shoots out of my hand and into you. So this is a 2-action heal. It's plus 20. So, yeah, 2d10 plus 20. Holy shit. 8 plus 20 is 28.
She's back to full.
Yeah.
You guys will live forever.
Live forever.
And then I'm going, after that happens, I'm going to turn my attention back to the, whatever the hell these butterfly things are, to the one that hit Ari, and swing at that one. Ooh, 16. 16 plus 10. We still have, so 16 plus 10 is 26 to hit.
We have a crit.
Oh my god.
Because of the +1?
The runic weapon crit. This might be the biggest damage we've ever had at the table.
You don't have to
Yeah.
say anything. I just like to know.
Yeah, we know.
Makes me feel better.
We know. I see a 12 and a 3.
He's so excited right now.
See you 12.
It might be the biggest damage ever.
I know, when I said crit, I thought like he crit his pants.
Definitely smell it.
15 plus 4 is 19 times 2 is 38 damage.
Is that with the +1?
That is, yes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Dang. Oh my god.
It better be dead.
Oh no.
Is this the one to the one on the ground?
The one on the
No,
north.
this is the one that was attacking Ari.
Ooh.
Damn, did I fucking...
You see a burst of butterflies come out as you bury your axe in this thing's chest. And they swirl around you, and as they're gathering, as quickly as they're gathering, they're disappearing on the wind.
What the hell? You got more of them things in there.
Violet, it's your turn.
Violet looks at Gardas and goes, "We have to free the butterflies." And then he's going to hunt prey and do 2 bites. First bite.
If you eat butterflies, is that meat?
I don't know.
Okay. I just
I
know
mean,
Violet
you
doesn't.
have a weird idea of what meat is. Violet
Yeah,
does.
bugs probably are meat.
So
Probably
Bugs
not.
probably are meat. Except for maybe spiders now. 'Cause I got this cool gauntlet.
I don't eat meat.
16 on the first.
Yeah, that's a hit.
+1.
That was with the +1.
Okay, good job.
He remembered.
He did good.
The second one's an 11.
Second attack?
Yeah.
That's a miss.
Oh, man. Not very big damage this time. 8 points of chompy chomp piercing damage.
Done. And third action, extend the grab?
No, third action was... do I have to spend an action to extend the grab?
Don't you?
I don't think so. I think you just grabbed until you're not grabbed anymore.
See, I'm getting my monster abilities confused. So, because they work differently than PC abilities.
I wrote Brab in the search.
We'll keep going then to Ari.
By the way, Gardas would have said, what do you mean free the butterflies? We gotta kill these things.
Okay, so Ari was just pushed back, really injured, and then Gardas just turned around, healed her back up to full. She's feeling rejuvenated, and he then he struck this creature really hard, and she's feeling inspired to do an attack, a follow-up attack on that.
Yeah.
So he brings down his axe, and she will play her Urhu, and you hear a familiar staccato beat, and she does phase bolt.
Shoot it right into the butterfly hole.
I'm going to use my beautiful glass dice.
Oh, yeah. It goes until the end of your next round.
So,
So
they would be out of it now.
Yeah.
So you do have to spend an action to extend it. Does it automatically succeed, or
No,
do you
I
have to
think you have
roll
to do it again, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That is a 20 to hit.
That's a hit.
Nice.
And this is heightened. It's a cantrip. So
Heightened trip.
these purple and blue bolts of magic just shoot out from the bow of her Urhu.
Dealing.
8 damage. 9 damage, because I get a +1 too.
I get it too. You forgot your own bonus.
Yeah.
I did it to the hit.
Crucified
I never do
her.
damage. And then she will continue with Courageous Anthem. So her music slows down and is the normal, encouraging tune.
Osu.
Oh, come on. That didn't finish it? Shit.
Osu stands from setting down Midge, and he's got his Kasuragami in his hands, and he's just on the brink, and the hammer side of the Kasuragami starts to glow blue as he flurries at the one on the ground.
Oh, shit.
Nat 20.
Shit. Why did I feel that premonition coming? Before I heard it, I was like, this is going to be so bad.
Nat 19.
Wow.
OMG.
+1 turns it to... And he's just pale with fury.
And, oh yeah, you do become visible.
Yes. And like I would be off guard to both. Not that it matters.
He is off guard because he's prone.
So
Oh,
for
got
my
it.
first attack, it's plus 10, so that's a 31 with your plus 1. And then my maps for the second one, is that 5 or 4 for my total?
Because
Is it
Surigami.
agile?
Yeah.
I think I don't remember if it was
Versatile.
So versatile, not agile, then it's -5.
Minus 5. Okay, so then it would be just a plus 5. So that's a 25 with your plus 1 to hit on the second attack.
2 crits, 2 crits, 2 crits, 2 crits.
Yeah, it is not agile. We have 2 crits.
Yay!
Nice.
Osu's back.
Yeah.
Is it just 1 dice for my
Yeah.
first attack, and I double that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and add everything like you normally would.
Max damage.
Max
Oh
damage.
my goodness.
Okay, so that's 8 plus 4 plus 1 is 13 times 2 is 26 on my first attack, and then damage for the second attack. 6 plus 4 plus 1 is 11 times 2 is 22 damage. That's 48 damage altogether.
Damn.
You just see, as Osu appears, swinging his weapon around, butterflies just begin erupting out in all directions from this prone creature. And when they finally dissipate, there is nothing left. Just some rags, clothes, just nothing in there.
Violet's really confused by the fact that you just showed up next to him. He's like, have you always been able to do that? What happened?
Yeah, I like to think of like Jet Li stuff with this Kasurigama where you like throw it and then pull it back. It like goes around you and you like kick it towards him and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. It's awesome.
That was really cool because we knew that Osu has been like holding in this rage for hours, even from when we were
Right.
back
Yeah.
at their camp, and now he's finally releasing it, and he just does 2 crits and then some max damage.
You.
Speaking of which, the one to the north is going to attack Gardas.
crits, huh?
And I roll a natural 20.
Uh-huh.
That was only 1 turn.
Oh, yeah. It's not even
Oh
your
my
turn.
god, you're not...
It's not even
Doesn't
your
count.
turn. Yeah, right?
We talked about this last time. Turn economy is GM discretion, and I think
When you crit, it's over.
I think you've done enough. You have done enough.
Oh man.
Fine, take your other 2 stupid actions. I hope you fail.
And then I'm gonna move up to the guy who's standing in front of me, and then I'm going to jump over him. I'm gonna get on the backside of him.
Give me an athletics.
Okay. That is 12 plus 7. That's a 19 for a sweet flip.
Ariel, laid out, big legs.
Fortitude or reflex, what do you think?
They're the same.
No, I'm asking what do you think the DC should be based off of?
Oh, I don't know, reflex.
I feel like you should set a DC based off of like the jump itself, not necessarily the creature.
It's the creature's trying to jump over, and I need to set a precedent.
Okay.
You clear him. He's too slow to react.
Was that one action with his move and jump?
No, the
No, it's 2.
athletics over is
Yeah.
an action by itself.
Cool.
Yeah. But now he's perfectly flankable, and I don't have to suffer maps.
The one to the north rolls a nat 20 to attack Gardas.
Who saw that coming?
Oh no, Gardas! Watch out for those long, spindly arms.
You watch out. I'm fine.
We got decent damage here.
Why wouldn't we?
26 points of damage.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Big hit.
Then here is an athletics against your fortitude DC. 19.
Fortitude. That's going to be... Well, is he trying to push me?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I got +2, so the DC is 22.
On the crit, I'm going to take the your success and make it a fail, and you get pushed 5 feet back. And yes?
Hold on.
No.
No, if any effect would force you to move 10 feet or more, you're moved only half the distance. So yeah, okay. Fine. I move 5 feet back.
And this attack is on Violet Wagon, same one from the north. 23.
Oh, that's a hit.
11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
19 against your fortitude DC.
Against my fortitude DC?
Yeah.
That's a success.
19?
Yeah?
You get pushed 5 feet.
Noise.
Pansy. And then
Rude.
the one to the south will also attack Violet. These things with reach are fun. Oh, man. 19 to hit.
Miss.
Not rolling really well. That was only one action, though, so it's going to try again with the mirror. And I missed.
Miss.
Aw.
He was like swinging at the old spot.
Then we're going to go to round
They
7.
attacked at the same time.
Gardus. Gardus Gadrunk.
You think you can get away from me? Take a step forward. And, yeah, focusing on that same one.
Forward being to the northwest.
Yeah, that's that same one. And swing. Ooh, that's not great. 4 plus 10 is 14.
That's a miss.
I think that they're both almost dead.
I feel like the one at the south hasn't really been attacked. The one to the north should be almost dead. You've crit it,
Yeah,
and
you
it's
hit
been
it.
hit at least one more time.
I don't have much else to do, so I'm just going to swing again.
And again, you guys would visually know
Miss.
the one to the north does look ragged and beaten up. The one to the south,
Pristine.
yeah, a lot cleaner.
That might actually be a critical fail.
What you get?
Oh, it could be. 8.
Not a critical
Yeah,
fail.
they have
Wow.
low AC. 16 was a crit. Or 26 was a crit.
16 was a crit.
So, yeah, that's my turn.
Then we're gonna go over to V-Dubs.
B-dubs.
Nice 5-foot step towards the what's it
Southie.
called? It's not a terrarium because it's creatures that fly.
What do I look like?
Aviary?
A Lepidopterist?
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 I know
What do
bees
I
are
look
kept
like?
in an apiary.
A
Is that what you
phalaberist?
mean?
Maybe. No, apiary is. I think that's just bees.
I think it's
Could be
just
wrong.
I think it's just a cage.
Around here, we call it a butterfly house.
We need to stop and look this up. We can't continue until we figure it out.
Hunt prey, bitey.
Right.
Oh, that's gonna be a miss. 12, 13.
That is a miss. So you
Flanked,
moved.
flat-footed.
Oh,
Plus
I
one.
didn't do the flank. You moved hunt prey. How many actions do you have left?
Oh, that's one bite. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Thank you for paying attention. I got too distracted by what a
just so
butterfly cage is
excited.
called. But with the flat-footed, 13 doesn't hit.
I think we're doing off guard.
With the off guard.
They might have all around vision because butterfly head.
Lepidopterian. Lepidopterium.
Give me this. You're illiterate.
Oh wow!
Lepidop.
You almost had that off the top of your head, though.
yeah.
Illiteracy
That's
runs
very
in the family.
impressive.
I
Yeah.
need to go back and apply one tick of vulnerability. I forgot to do. Kyle, what was your total?
13.
That's a hit.
Oh,
Yay!
so excited. 10 points of bitey bite chompy chomp damage.
Just bite, chomp damage.
Bite chomp damage.
Ari.
Okay, Ari will attack again with Phase Bolt
Feeling aggressive.
on the north guy. Yeah, I'm getting low on spell slots. So I'm trying to save that for healing if possible. She's still pretty far away, which is where she would like to be. So that's going to be 22 to hit Northy.
That's a hit.
Okay. This is the same guy that Gardus and Ari have been going after. 11 damage. He's struck by these piercing...
What kind of damage?
I said piercing, but it is... piercing.
Piercing.
And then she'll continue with her Courageous Anthem.
Butterflies erupt out of these almost gunshot-looking wounds you've put into his abdomen and chest. Osu.
Hi, Flurry.
Still not dead? Damn.
Let's see here.
This
That's-
one's the super butterfly.
Yeah, once we kill this one and all gang up on the lower one, it should be...
I think they
Better.
might kill the lower one before we get this top guy.
Plus, with my +1 from the Courageous Anthem, that's a dirty 20. And then for my second, +1 +5 is 13 for my second swing.
Off guard.
What was the first one?
Dirty 20.
2 hits.
2 hits. Wow.
Nice.
No crits.
Damn.
Okay, damage number 1.
Don't worry about that fortitude save either. I nailed that shit.
Okay. That's 6 +4 +1. So that's 11 damage on the first swing. And then 7 +4 +1 is 12. And how do we do on a stun?
He nailed it.
Nice.
He nailed it.
Stereo.
It's hard to stun a team of butterflies, apparently. What do you think a group of butterflies is called?
A murder.
Gaggle.
A murder of butterflies.
A flash, a show.
You should just grab the cage and shake it.
We are having to look up too many things about butterflies today.
Life, what kind of damage was that?
This is all bludgeon.
Okay.
He's just using the hammer side.
Bonk, bonk. Wasn't that only one?
Yes, it was.
He's just sitting there.
I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for everybody to catch up.
You were sitting there smiling. I'm like, good thing he looks good over there.
I want to know what you call a group of butterflies.
There's several commonly used. A
Oh,
flight,
no.
a flutter,
Ooh, I like a flutter.
a kaleidoscope,
Oh.
Flutter is better.
a rabble.
Eh.
I actually remember hearing rabble and thinking that's ridiculous.
This is a ruckus of butterflies.
I'm so tired of how loud my new butterflies
Turn
are.
it down.
As always, with a large group of insects, a swarm.
That's boring. I think kaleidoscope would be good for like dragonflies. I feel like that's very appropriate.
We're dragonfly.
So, Kyle, what is a group of dragonflies called?
I'll find out.
Jesus.
Okay, so Osu's going to try for a grab.
We're educational, too, if nothing else.
Yes.
Ooh, that's not super
Gotta
great.
get all the tags we can.
What's grab again? Is that with my
Athletics.
So that's
Against my fort DC.
I really look forward to putting the Lepidopterists tag on our butterfly episode.
So my maps for a grab, is that just a -10 at this point?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
A flight.
So that's 6.
What happened? Oh, yeah. What happens when you critically fail a grab?
Nothing. Wait, no. Actually, there's a thing.
I mean, it's with my tail, so I.
Lose the tail like Goku?
Oh,
Oh,
no!
If you already have the target grabbed or restrained, it breaks free. Your target can either grab you, as if it succeeded using a grapple action against you, or force you to fall and land prone.
It's just going to yank you up by your tail and knock you prone.
Okay.
Did you do the +1? Per chance.
Oh no, I didn't do the +1.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
I think a group of dragonflies should be called a conclave.
Yes, that's insidious. I
I'm
like
starting that right now.
Yeah.
Let's change it. We need to start a petition.
Who do we need to talk to?
Scientists.
Oh, so do you have anything left?
I technically have 1 action left, so I guess I'm going to stand up,
Oh, that's not bad.
and that's my turn.
Then this attack will be on Gardas, the one in the north.
Of course. It's a crit, always, as always.
It's a 13.
That misses.
Here comes the second one.
You have protection too.
Yeah.
Cool.
17.
Nope. 21.
The one to the south will go then and attack Violet Wagon.
I'm invincible.
Hey, look. Natural 20 on someone else.
It was a miss.
Wait, no. Sorry, I didn't laugh at that.
Oh!
Is that another?
No, I just got
Jeez.
max damage, though.
It's the second time that's
Yeah,
happened.
you got max
Nat
damage
20
on me
max
too.
damage.
How much damage was it?
I did not get max damage on Gardas, I don't
I-
think. I think I got good damage,
It was
but
26 that you did to me. So let's see.
34 points
Okay.
of bludgeoning damage.
Violet goes down.
Oh, this is good. So let's add that dying condition.
Oh, plus on a crit, you're dying
Oh,
too.
yeah, you went down on a crit.
I'm not gonna laugh at that one though.
This fight just
Yeah,
got
you
real
laughed
bad.
at him.
Whoa.
So rude.
Oh, everybody's invisible.
Violet's gone to the spirit realm on our map.
So it's because I put the dying 2 on you, it gave you blinded, off guard, prone, and unconscious.
Wow.
Are you suffocating too?
Violet can't suffocate.
Good.
Yeah.
You also drop your weapon. Does that mean your teeth start falling out as well? Just slapped you across the mouth.
My teeth all come out and they have little legs and they start running over to Osu like, new host, new host.
Oh, God.
We need to take you to the dentist, man.
The bone thing all of a sudden makes so much
Terrifying.
more sense.
Yeah, no.
They weren't ever mine to start with. I got them from somebody else.
So that was just my first action. Oh, man. Should I hit him again? This attack will be on Osu.
I thought you were going to go for it. Coup de grace.
7? 7 on Osu?
That's a crit miss.
Ooh, wait, does anything happen?
He just comes around and misses so wildly that the limb wraps around Osu and comes back and hits Violet Wagon on the ground.
No.
Odonatist. Odonata is the group for dragonflies. So somebody who studies it would be an odonatist.
So that's who we need to petition.
That's who we need to petition.
All right. Remember that.
Okay.
Round 8. Gardas.
I can heal Violet Wagon if you want.
Ah, no, it's fine.
Okay.
I got him. Get up, you lazy lizard. And I'm going to 2-action heal you. Nice. 1 and 2 on the die. So you're healed for 23 hit points.
Wow.
Nice. 23 hit points for Violet.
That's nearly
wounded
the
1 now?
Nearly the minimum. Yeah, wounded 1. Nearly my minimum. And then I'm going to turn back to the...
Wounded crits don't do anything to the wounded value, do they?
No.
Yeah.
No,
I
it's
don't
just the
think so.
times that you've been
Yeah,
dying.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I was just confirming.
Yeah.
So I heal you, and I turn around, and I'm just like, now where were we?
Minor inconvenience.
Yeah, we've been kind of like dancing back and forth. I missed him a couple times. He missed me a couple times now. That's pretty good. 21 to hit.
Your axe swings true, cleaving the butterfly cage in 2 halves, and it just begins as the head opens up. A geyser of butterflies shoots into the air, way too many, going way too fast. And as they ascend to 3 or 4 feet, they too disappear into smoke as the body just falls as a ragged husk.
Sack of butterflies.
Ragged husk.
Again, yeah, just a skin sack full of butterflies. That was my last heal, by the way.
Hopefully we don't need any more.
Yeah.
Is it Violet's turn?
It is Violet's turn.
Violet's not even going to get
wait,
up.
Doesn't your initiative go to the...
Oh,
yeah,
thank
yeah,
you.
Yeah. To before the person who downed me.
Directly before, so that does bring
Aw.
you down. Thank you, Jeff.
Glad you're paying attention.
If
not
I wasn't giving out
Violet's
so many
turn.
hero points.
yeah, right?
If the economy wasn't already flush, there's hero point inflation
It's
happening.
just been too generous.
Then we're going to go to Ari instead.
Okay, Ari's going to continue doing the same thing as before, but she's turning her attention to the one remaining enemy. She sees that Violet Wagon is doing okay.
His wounds just stitched together.
That is a 26 to hit.
Off guard.
He's not, because that's not flanking.
Not to me.
Oh.
Yeah, you said 26?
Yes.
That's a crit.
Let's see what happens on a crit.
Kyle, who are you?
Target takes double damage.
Your mom.
Roasted.
I did my best roll so far, I believe. 24 damage. Just pew, 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 pew.
Wow.
She's like, take that! Leave Violet Wagon alone! And then she'll continue. She like takes a deep breath and continues her courageous anthem.
I like to imagine all those bolts flying over Violet through the monster and then somehow just missing Osu on the other side. Like Osu's standing there and he's got like a few holes in his shirt. And he's like,
And I'm sorry, but Ari is such a cute little thing.
I know. She's wonderful.
Osu.
Flurry. Sorry, that was a little loud. Okay.
the listeners don't mind.
It's very exciting.
It's going to be
One of the things I discovered in market research is that listeners love it when there's wild changes in volume throughout a show.
They just love it.
Yeah.
How wild.
We should do more of that.
Yeah.
That's a 8 plus 10 plus 1 on dice. Turns into 19 for my first attack.
We got a hit.
And then 13 plus 5.
Is a hit.
Okay. Plus 1 is
19.
19.
Did you get two 19s?
Did.
Yep.
19?
You struck him in the same spot both times.
All right. First damage is 5 plus 4 plus 1. It's 10. And second damage, max damage, 8 plus 4 plus 1. 13 damage. So 23 altogether. How we do on that stun?
It does not matter, because as you begin, pummeling this guy, butterflies begin to come out in a whirlpool-like pattern. A tornado of these crimson-winged butterflies swirl around you, and then their area begins to increase, and it swallows up Violet Wagon, and it swallows up you, and then as it begins to seeming like it's going to get bigger, red crisp smoke disappearing on the wind, and we are out of combat.
Damn, that got spicy towards the end. I got knocked hard, only had 13 hit points left.
Oh, man.
Poor Violet.
He'll be fine.
Perforated something fierce.
Fine. Don't worry about
I think
me.
he's better off than Gardas now, right?
Well, after that heal, yeah. He just needs to not be so lazy. Get up.
Midge comes crying up. You guys did it. I didn't know. Thank you. She's doing her best to cover herself.
And I take off the sash and
She takes it from you happily and warmly, still very terrified, doing her best to give you a smile.
I hand her my my silver dagger as well.
She takes it knowingly and hides it up her sleeve.
She's turned that scarf into like a hole.
Yeah, she all sorts of twisted knots.
Yeah.
Very capable.
They're like scroll robes. They cover the ends of her fingers and go
I
all the way
pictured
down the
like
floor.
a halter top,
Yeah, that's what I did.
and but it has sleeves.
For style.
Yes.
Yeah.
Midge, what the hell happened here?
I don't know. They were saying they needed a sacrifice to some creature, a Kegati or Kuga.
Oh yeah, that's
Kegati?
Oh, and she shivers. That was the name. They said they needed a sacrifice, and they were gonna end my cycle. My cycle of lives. My souls of river. I didn't understand much of it.
Oh yeah, they believe in some weird shit.
Those
That's
guys are dicks.
blasphemy.
I want to go home.
Do you know why? I mean, we don't really know why they were trying to sacrifice you though. I couldn't have been just to end your cycle. They had to be trying to do something else here.
Something about that name, that creature. I don't know.
Lord Jack.
I don't want to know.
Can I do a Pharasma lore?
Do you guys think when we came in here and killed them that it counted as a sacrifice?
Probably.
Had to be on the altar, right? I would
Probably
think that
not.
they had to be on the altar.
Had to be on the altar.
Right.
Go ahead and roll it, Life.
Can I?
Ooh, nice. That is a 17 on dice plus 5 is a 23.
Nice.
You know that this was blasphemy and sacrilegious, but whatever they were doing was definitely more than just some sort of punishment to Midge. They were trying to do some sort of ritual, and actually I would let you know that she was trying to attempt the consecrate ritual, which actually takes about 2 to 3 days to cast. I don't remember exactly, but to what end or what purpose outside of this unfamiliar name you do not know.
Do we know what the consecrate ritual is?
Give me a religion check.
Okay. You.
While they're talking about rituals and stuff, Violet's going to go, ooh, a cage, and go over and see if there's anything in that cage.
8 plus 8 is 16 religion.
Gardas, you would be familiar with this ritual. It's actually pretty standard for most temples where more people practice. A lot of temples, churches, cathedrals would have something like this done. And essentially you're just consecrating a site to your deity in their name and stuff like that. So it allows you to
It's like
you sanctify an
christening
area to
a shrine or
Sure,
something.
absolutely. The actual game mechanics don't really matter so much, but the critical success is the consecration succeeds and either lasts for 10 years or there's other variations and stuff like that.
Yeah, thank you.
So
That's okay.
Okay, then I
Counted wrong.
you're going to check out the cage. I want to go check out the altar and just be like, all right, Midge, we got to figure this out a little bit. I'm going to go up here and check out this altar and see if we can see anything else, if anything else is around here.
Okay, I would like to leave as soon as possible. That
No, I
strange
agree.
wall over there gives me terrible feelings, and I want to go home.
What wall?
And again, you look to the west behind the altar, and there is a writhing tower of soundless screaming ghosts going up on this barrier wall. It's probably 50 feet wide-ish and 50 feet tall.
Midge, I don't mean to be technical, but can a wall really be made of mist? I mean, it has to be solid to be a wall, doesn't it?
You were the ones that said you couldn't leave Willowshore because of a wall of mist. You were the one who told us about this.
I feel like
She got you.
I don't know if I said it. One of you might have.
Yeah, Midge was paying attention. Silly Billy. What's in this cage?
Everyone
the
who's
altar?
looking around, give me perception checks.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good. 26?
18.
You go through the cage, and it's a lot of scrap clothes, a lot of things that were formerly held here by other prisoners, maybe other sacrifices. You see a few blood stains. There is enough cloth here to fashion some better clothes, perhaps for Midge, but outside of that, the cage is relatively bare. Going around, though, on your way over there, you kick one of these bundles of sticks and cloth that was one of these creatures, and you find a small book, like a pocketbook,
I find a book,
but you don't know how to read.
but I don't know how to read.
I give it to Ari. She likes books.
All right, what's this book say?
Ooh, thank you. What does this book say?
What languages do you have?
Common. Tien. I speak Tien.
Where is that on this sheet?
I don't read it.
Oh, Fey, Gnomish, Nagaji, and Tengu.
You go through this pocketbook and you find some very mundane annotations of profits and expenditures of a lumber camp. But after going through the first 5 or 6 pages, it gets weird. Most of the time, even if you don't know a language, you could perchance recognize its origins. You're familiar with the arrangement of letters or maybe even the shape, but you have no idea what is in front of you. It is almost like the writings of a madman. Occasionally you might think you pick out a letter, but there's scribblings and stuff over it too. It's almost impossible to make out.
I don't know what this is. It starts off pretty mundane, just like what the lumber camp bought and sold.
And then it keeps going and going and going, and it fills up the rest of the journal.
I'll hold on to it. Maybe we can study it later. This is weird.
Yeah, so it was like a ledger that they then took and started using for these Kugapti rituals.
Something like that.
Everyone gets a hero point.
Yeah.
Whoa, we need that.
That was my one for the game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you the sparkly... Nope. Wait.
I
it's
think I got
probably
too
something
many
else.
now.
You tell me what that is.
I mean, this is clearly a wand, Kyle. I don't know what your deal is.
Okay.
Did you note that journal?
I will put that on my sheet.
All right, Midge. Well, we're going back to town now, but we got to stop by their the lumber camp. They had some more of our people that they were holding for us until we, I guess, took care of Zudu.
You're right. We can't leave anyone behind.
Violet's like, should we take Zudu head, or does it make difference with faceless people?
No, I think the
There wouldn't be anything left to take.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Those
She transformed into a butterfly
those
thing,
butterflies basically just erupted out of her.
Right.
I mean, those guys are pushovers. So if they give us any grief,
We'll just eat all of them.
just murder them.
So I wanna also just like use my fanny pack and snack on the way back, and this is me doing a heal check on myself.
Ooh, hey.
Oh, that's
You want to heal me up a little bit?
Oh, so
Sure.
9. That's a crit.
Assurance.
Assurance.
D8?
I think it's
D2D8?
2d8.
10 points.
Nice.
4d8 for my heal crit.
Nice.
Did you lose your wounded condition?
No, I'm not all the way back to full yet. Does he have to go-
Doesn't treat wounds get
Okay.
rid of
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Or heal to full, right?
and resting for 10 minutes.
If we have time, I would like to also treat myself because I'm pretty beat up.
20 points.
I can do Hymn of Healing on you.
Okay.
It'll take a few rounds, but
You guys tell me how long you take. As far as I know, it's only been 10 minutes outside of like the searching and stuff. But if you guys spend longer here, let me know. It is a little harder to do in the rain, and that is something I am going to start doing, is adjusting the DC based off of your guys' circumstances. And everyone who's doing these has the appropriate tools, correct?
Yeah.
Cool. Appreciate you guys.
One's good. Let's get out of here.
Yep. So she'll do Hymn of Healing and then refocus during the 10 minutes that everyone's.
I guess how long does it take us to get back to the lumber camp? How long did it take us to get here?
A couple miles, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like 6 miles. So it got a little harder the closer you got but you guys are going downhill now. So how long would it take you to walk down a
couple hours.
6 mile mountain path? Like, you guys left early in the morning, but that was from Willow Shore. You came all the way out to the lumber camp, dealt with that, and then did this. So I do think it's getting probably late afternoon, early evening at this point.
4 miles an hour is a pretty smashing pace.
Yeah.
right.
But it's definitely walkable.
So if it takes us...
And you guys are all very able-bodied, too. So
Yeah, almost a couple of hours, then I can double my heal length to double that healing. So then I would be at full. And I'm basically
that's
just...
not
No.
while you're
No,
exploring.
I can't snack
That's
the
two
whole
very
time.
different activities.
Damn it.
You have to stop and snack, or you'll get tummy ache.
And again, that's your homebrew bullshit flavoring. That's not how the game works.
I don't feel that that's right, but
I do like how you said it with confidence, though.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
okay, so I'm just going to double that and we'll go.
I can eat on the move.
Do you guys want to take more time?
I think
We
I
should
have
do.
33 hit points. And you can like toss out another heal every 10 minutes, or do you have to be resting also?
I have to refocus for 10 minutes, so I doubt that he'd let me like play my Urhu
Doesn't
while we're hiking. Like, I don't know. That's up to him.
I feel like you guys are trying to cheese the system.
I am not.
I am.
I
I
wasn't
am.
pushing
I'm
it.
trying
I think
to
we should get
get
out of
her.
here. I think we should go back.
I agree. I don't want to stay here and heal up any longer than just the 10 minutes that we took.
Those guys were total pushovers.
Yeah.
So, like, I could do another Hymn of Healing. I just wouldn't be refocused. I was hoping to save that in case we were, like, in a sticky situation.
Yeah.
And then I
Smart.
still have 2 spell slots. I have 1 first and 1 second. So I could use those for Soothe if we really needed it.
Yeah, I think we're okay right
so
now.
I think
Okay.
we're fine.
Yeah.
And I think we'll most likely be...
Did anyone heal Midge?
Does she need it?
She's a little down.
Use your Hymn of Healing.
I'll do that.
I can spend 10 minutes. That'd be a half hour for me in healing myself, healing Kyle, and healing Midge.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to take a penalty because I can't.
Oh, you got to roll it. Assurance
Yeah.
won't work.
I can't. I can't.
Yeah.
I will, but I can't.
As you begin trying to assess her wounds, your hands begin to shake.
Yeah, it's a 4.
Oh, so you hurt her? You make it worse? I'm pretty sure.
No, it's not a
No,
critical.
that was a critical
no,
fail.
'cause-
It wasn't a full total.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Got it.
It's a 10.
I thought it was a 4 total.
It's a 10 total.
Okay.
So I'm just like I'm putting the bandage on
Ow, that
backwards.
hurts.
Yeah, I'm like you gotta put pressure.
Oh, Sue, it's okay. It's
Okay.
I got this. I got this.
I'm bleeding more.
Ari will go up to her and start playing her Urhu. And
I think he gave me a black eye.
oh, no, that was there before.
Okay, it's just really tender.
She's just like,
What was he going to do for it?
it's okay. It's okay. Just relax. Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Sue, go.
I'm sorry.
Go.
I'm sorry.
Come
Go
on,
away.
Osu.
I'm sorry.
Let's just start walking, okay?
I try to reassure her. I'm like, it's okay that you bleed more. That's the bad blood has to get out for the good blood to come in.
For the good blood
Bloodletting.
to come in.
It's very
And you
effective.
guys
She gets 8 hit points.
begin to walk down this rainy, muddy path. Finally, you make it back to the lumber camp, but unlike before, it's quieter. And as you make it to the gate, you realize that one side of it is open, and a faceless creature, despite its lack of anatomy, seems to be staring at you. And as you begin making your way in, you realize that these Nopperbo are lining the way, kind of like forming a tunnel for you to move through as you go through the gate. Do you guys enter?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel Gardas is like gonna walk back like a conquering hero, basically.
We're
Like-
also just like covered in mud and blood, and like our clothes are probably torn, and we're just like drenched.
You guys begin walking through the lumber camp, and they don't say anything. They don't make any move. They're all armed, and they just kind of look at you as you make your procession in. You walk into the long abandoned warehouse, and you somehow see yet a familiar face. Again, despite the lack of face. Mugiru sits on his ugly burl throne. I could feel your success all the way from here. There was something in the air. Well done. You returned successful. Well done.
Yeah, there were butterflies in the air.
Strange. You have my sincerest gratitude.
I realize now it's kind of lucky that we cleared out the prayer cultists here before going up north, because they might have erupted into some pretty weird monstrosities that easily could have killed all you guys. Easily.
Hey.
They're like filing in behind us.
As you guys walk into the warehouse, they do kind of close their ranks around you, kind of creating a wall of these faceless ones, and then the cage with the farmers in the center, and then on the far right, 5 more of these creatures.
What, are we having a celebration here?
There is much to celebrate, yes, but I believe our business is concluded. You have my word. We will leave Willowshore entirely alone moving forward.
Why is it every time he talks it sounds like Jin from Story? You get money, but it comes from stolen bank and then you go to jail. You know? Seems evil. Am I the only one picking up evil vibes right
now? Yeah, but we can talk about this later, I think. I don't think this is in front of all of them.
Yeah, they're listening, right?
Right
here.
And then they can hear really well. So you will let our people go?
That was never part of the deal.
Gravity weapon.
What do you mean?
The deal we made was you take care of Zudu, and I promise to leave the rest of Willowshore alone.
Hunt prey.
These people exist. These people exist as a prior deal that you had nothing to do with. But if you're interested in a trade,
go on.
I'm keeping my hunt prey. That one's real.
Well, I would be willing to let some of them go. Some of you are willing to take their place. I'm not interested in the lizard man. He is more work and trouble than he'd be worth, but that human in the back there, and the dwarf, and perchance even you, gnome.
We are not interested in a trade, but let me tell you that if we do not return with these people, I cannot prevent the rest of Willowshore from coming up here and taking them
Willowshore.
by
Violet,
force.
why don't you tell him your terms?
Can I try to do
hey, guy,
a
here's my
diplomacy
terms.
or something?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a
Thank you.
diplomacy check.
I don't want to be completely steamrolled.
I'll wait
Thank
for
you.
Yeah.
All right.
Trying to play with the boys.
That was not fantastic.
That's why you
I'm
get
gonna
steamrolled.
Shut up. I'm going to turn in a hero point.
So
that
new
was...
new thing. Before you turn in the hero point, you announce what you roll. That's what I'm saying. Though
Okay.
you didn't do it right. You announce what you roll first, and then turn in the hero point.
I rolled a 6 on the dice. I turned in a hero point, and I got a 2 on the dice. So that's an 11. So
You guys were gonna steamroller?
Yeah. She's just like trying to talk, and then Violet Wagon
Just
starts.
starts barking.
Oh, so he's
over
just
top.
feeling frustrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's tired. He's tired of this.
Sorry, Ari. I apologize.
I had my chance, so the dice told the story.
Yeah.
I was able to do something.
I still feel bad about it. Shouldn't have steamroller.
Well, I shouldn't have
so
talked
rude.
over you anyway, so
Who are you
you're
biting?
right. Give him the old intimidation check.
So
Don't know.
we agree on the trade then.
Threatening approach.
You guys tell me what you want to do. It's your guys' game.
All
We're
right,
not-
let's talk about this.
we're not-
Let's go out of character, sorry, and talk about this. Okay, yeah, I think we need to take a moment to like strategize and talk about this out of character, because it seems to me obvious that we're about to get into a fight with a lot of things, and even though they were pushovers, a lot of them can be dangerous.
Yeah. This is also true. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what strategizing you guys want to do. I think we'll offer him one more chance to.
I think they're out of chances.
Like, you could roll a crit on an intimidation, and that could be fun.
Yeah.
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 For go ahead.
I talked over you earlier. I owe you a spot.
I owe you a spot.
It's
all right.
restorative
Pass the
justice.
stick around.
I owe
Give
you
her the
respect
justice.
once.
Give her the
Yeah.
stick. Yeah.
Yeah, I disrespected you earlier.
No,
You get double respect
Pull your
now.
pants back up. I don't want it. So for Ari,
Damn.
what I'm thinking of is that diplomacy role is essentially the discussion that they had. So she's exhausted her options for that, and she's not going to do an intimidation check, but Violet might, and that
Yeah.
could be part of your discussion and contribution to the.
Osu's already turned his back on the conversation, and he's looking at the guys in the doorway.
Yeah, same.
Just
Okay.
mean mugging them.
I also have. Can I talk about it?
All I said was same.
You're the chairman.
No, you're the chairman, so you.
I thought I
decide if
lost
you-
She was
that
asking
title.
you.
No, you're always going to be the chairman.
Always?
Always.
So
Yeah, go ahead, Courtney.
I have something called frozen lava, and I was planning on once we've realized that we're not going to talk our way out of this and bring our people home, she was going to activate the frozen lava and throw it just behind Mugiuku or whatever his name is. It has a 20-foot burst centered on that spot, and it turns into a fireball.
Yeah, it's basically a fireball spell.
Yeah. So the way that... Are you listening?
Yeah, you have my undivided attention.
Because that's the reason I'm bringing it up, is so that I can make sure to not have any surprises if I throw it. So I would...
What do you mean?
I'm going to talk to you about it right now.
I'm surprised.
So I can toss the frozen...
Blueberry-sized bead.
Yes. And can place the center of the fireball anywhere within 70 feet. Though at the GM's discretion, you might need to make an attack roll if the throw is unusually challenging. Do you think that, like, if I...
You're trying to thread it through the cage, around the farmers,
Over the cage.
over
You're
the...
fucking steamrolling me again. If I walked over...
I made a joke.
Okay. If I walked over and threw it from here, would that be okay? From below the cage.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
So, like, while we were talking, I could, like, move over, pull it out.
No, not while you're talking, because you guys are still talking about what we're going to do.
Okay. Can I pull it out of my pocket then?
Sure.
Okay.
Put yourself back on the mount.
Okay.
Okay. Violet's going to give him one last chance to surrender.
Yeah. And then, so do we think if we kill Mugiro, do we think the rest of them will scatter? Or are they going to all just fight to the death here?
Only one way to find out.
I assume that they're going to fight to the death.
All right.
It's the better choice.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
I really doubt that these motherfucking villagers in the cage are going to do anything to us. So I think we should just, or like do anything to help us, I mean. So I think we should just ignore them. I don't think letting them out will do anything.
Let's get back into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Ari just said her piece. It didn't seem to have much of an effect. Violet, you see them kind of chuckle. Is there anything you would like to do?
Yeah. I'm going to say, listen, new friend. You have made a bad faith deal. You have one chance to fix this, or we all die in this room together.
Slowly drawing my axe.
Come on. Come on.
21 intimidation.
It's not bad.
You think to threaten me? And you hear his voice quiver as he gets the frightened condition and raises his hand
I
to
nudge
order
Ari.
the attack.
Okay.
Roll for initiative. You get
Time.
Osu's, you get Violet Wagon's +1.
Yeah.
Um,
Come on.
26.
Should I roll diplomacy for that?
Yeah, we should just use your intimidation check, Violet. Sorry. So that was a 23?
21. I
21,
believe.
that's what it was. Thank you. Yeah, so you use diplomacy.
Okay. Do you want to use my old roll?
No, we can
Okay.
use anyone.
So then
Because it was way too long ago.
16.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Osu.
Natty 1.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
So that's 7.
Perfect. And
He's-
Gardas.
Turned around
All
to
right.
look at the other guys. And
I was debating whether or not I should hero point this for, but with Osu at a natural 1, I think I'm going to have to hero point this. I think we need a higher initiative. What was yours again, Courtney?
16.
16.
God, that's still not... We need better. It's a 4 again.
Oh no.
You
Same
needed
thing.
that
Okay.
hero point.
All right. No, I still have one left.
I know, but
4 plus 9 is 13. God damn it.
you tried.
Battle music.
That's a cue for you when you're editing later.
Or for Tony.
You're like, that's a great idea. What's your deal?
My deal is he's going first. We rolled shitty on our initiative.
Second boss fight.
We needed Ari.
I'm really glad we healed up all the way before we came in here. You guys remember that conversation we had when Tony wasn't paying attention? We all got all the way healed up.
Scratch, erase.
Do we have healing health pots?
I have. So I don't.
I think
so
I
that's
have
the other
a
thing.
health pot.
I have. Yeah, I have
A minor.
a minor health pot too, and 0 healing spells left.
Mugiru holds his hand up to order the attack, and as he does, the archers in the back of the room raise their bows. They train them on Violet Wagon and one on Midge, and they draw their bows back, and we fade to black.
Oh,
Why?
you son of a... I knew it was coming and everything.
Who are you people?
Why are you in my house?
Oh, wait, did I turn off my volume?
Oh my god.
I know I didn't.
I did.
I am going to leave my phone out, though, in case I have to leave suddenly.
What are the hard outs today?
None.
Yeah, I don't really have one.
I am on call at 7 o'clock.
All right.
What time
So
are you
when Jeff goes to...
leaving?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, really,
You have to be there at 8?
We
Are you
don't
going,
normally
Phil,
get called in.
Where am I going?
tonight?
Oh, snap. Yes, I am going. I'm going to go supervise the children.
Homecoming.
Okay, Life, mic check.
1 2 1 2.
That looks really good.
Thank you.
Why are we picking up